Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studio in Cumming, Georgia, it's time for Forsyth Business Radio.
She is a photographer, among many other things, branding specialist, social media strategist, and all-around powerhouse woman. I'm excited to welcome Nathaly Tabares.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for having me.
We just experienced a branding session, but I'd like to rewind and let her just tell us about her great work and about her company as well.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, honestly. And about the photo shoot that we just had a few minutes ago, that was so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see the final result, and I know you're going to love it. So, hi, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Nathaly Tabares. I am a Latino owner. I am from Colombia. I am a wife and a mom. And also, I created this business almost like 6 years ago out of the necessity, to be honest, because I am actually an esthetician and a nurse in Colombia. So my original plan was to be an esthetician here, but that didn't work out. They didn't accept my credentials at all. So I will have to start all over again. And I was like, okay, you know what? That's not really my passion. So photography has always been a hobby for me since I was 14. So I just decided, okay, why I don't just give it a chance? And actually an acquaintance at that time told me, hey, why don't you try photography? And I was like, why not? And then I just started taking pictures of everything and anything. And that's how I started.
So you had to essentially take all of your schooling, the education that you invested, not only your time, but also money in, and you had to choose a totally different path.
Yeah.
Simply because that education was not worth the same here in the United States.
Correct.
So you decided to pivot and take a passion and turn that into your career. Take me through that process, because it's not like you just wake up, you said you were taking photos, and then you just blinked a business into existence. Tell me about how you started.
Oh my goodness. So I guess humble beginnings too, like anyone, I would say that. So I just started taking pictures, family photos, family pictures of friends, and maternity, newborn, events, weddings, all of that. Some of the niches I liked, but others were oh gosh, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I just started okay, I'm gonna stick with this one and this one, but the other ones can go. So I started rebranding my brand, my business. So I just started focusing on stick to maybe 4 or 5 different photography services, which are families, maternity, milestones, and branding. Actually, branding came a
first.
No, that was my last option.
Really?
I was okay, I just love to work with kids and babies too. But so those were my first options. But branding came actually 2 or 3 years ago. Again, out of the necessity to create a few branding pictures for a friend and client. And she told me, why don't you try branding? Because I just need headshots for my real estate business. So I was like, okay, I think I can do it. Let's try and see how it goes. And that's how branding photography became, honestly, my passion. Above family, above maternity or newborn, so milestone cake smash sessions, branding is another level of excitement that I experience every time I work with clients.
And you do such a great job of extracting the enthusiasm from your clients. I shared with you today, although I've been in front of a microphone for almost a decade, being in front of the camera with you was a unique and new experience to me. However, you made me feel so incredibly comfortable, and you made me feel beautiful, and you made me feel like myself. I didn't feel weird and oddly positioned and crunchy. We were laughing and you were encouraging, and it was truly the experience that I enjoyed so much. So you were so kind to spend intentional time with me and bring all of the beauty out of me. You have a true knack for the brand. So some things that you mentioned that I didn't even consider during our photograph session was what I could use these shots for. Now, they were very creative and I didn't even think of them. So don't give away the secret sauce, but do tell our listeners a couple things you encourage them to do with the photographs.
My main vision as a photographer is to create content that the client really needs, not just to snap photos just for the sake of it, and just to give you a whole bunch of repetitive images with a full gallery full of images that you see them and it's like, okay, what do I do with them?
Yeah.
So one key part before having a session is to meet with the client. So I always schedule a consultation session with my clients so we can discuss what they really need. I just hear like their vision, how their business came up to life. That way I can just like connect with the business, but also with the person behind the business, because like you, Amanda, you are the brand of this podcast. So you are the face of it. But not only a podcast, you do a lot of things. So I just needed to connect with you on the other things you do and just try creatively, just create amazing photos that you're gonna use. So I will always say, like during the consultation, even a questionnaire, which my clients are gonna find during the proposal and the booking process, is just be intentional about what you do, why you do it, and what are you looking for from this photo shoot. Mm-hmm. It's not just to have like, I just need a nice headshot because I just changed my hair or I just cut my hair and the picture I use is like, 10 years old. Yeah, that's amazing. We always need a fresh up, but also I'm not gonna create just awesome and beautiful headshots for you. Or I'm gonna create lifestyle shots, action shots that you can use for different purposes. So let's say we just created like celebratory pose, like you clapping or like laughing. So those shots, you can use them on different poses, like celebrating a milestone for you.
Yes. That
you reach, an exciting goal, and you just want to share that with your audience. So we just need to think. I always say that, this is your homework. I'm always giving homework to my clients because I even give them like a spreadsheet with so they can like brainstorm and put all of those ideas, which we have like plenty of ideas. We just need to put them somewhere.
Right.
And then they put that in there and then share that with me. That way I will know, they just need pictures for not only the website, but social media. A campaign is coming up. So we just need to create that content.
Capturing special moments is something that you definitely do expertly. I'd like to go back and talk about the varieties of photography that you do. And then I'd like for you to take our listeners through what that booking process would look like. Going into family, going into lifestyle, and going into maybe corporate and branding. Talk about the difference, because you yourself, you are a businesswoman, but you are also a mother and you enjoy, activities. However, that picture, the picture of you and your family at McDaniel Farm, isn't going to be the picture that you use for your newsletter. So talk about the different styles and talk about the different uses for those.
And you said something really good and key is that they have to be completely different because they are two separate worlds. A family session is just that it's full of love, of laughter, of like bonding, and I will be able to capture that. But if we, depending of course on the industry you're in, guide my clients through the outfits selection as well, which is important.
Yes.
Because you're not going to dress up like for a full family photo shoot
in the
summer.
Yeah.
And also that same outfit during a branding photo shoot.
Right.
They have to be completely separate. So these two things are important to know. I will create something that your audience needs to connect with you professionally.
So you were talking about the connection, and it's kind of a culmination of all things for the branding. I love how you consider each individual opportunity, and that I think really sets you apart is the experience that you create for your clients. So having just experienced that, I did not feel hurried at all. I think that's so important. You mentioned bonding and connection.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So talking about those maybe uncomfortabilities, people who are new to this or who are looking to establish themselves. So what would you recommend to somebody to help them get out of that uncomfort zone and come in fully themselves, ready to maximize their time?
Okay, so I have a few tricks under my sleeve. Like my funny and goofy laugh. That works. But also, I always tell them, just be yourself. Always. Even the awkward self, that works too. I'm super awkward in front of the lens. Yeah. I completely understand my clients now because I experience that like once in a while because of course I need to take my headshots too, and to create content, promote myself. So I completely understand the awkwardness that comes with the being in front of a lens. But I always say people can connect with us, even awkward, shy, introvert people that we are. Because believe it or not, I am an introvert.
I don't believe it.
It's just that so I just try to be myself always. What I do during the experience is like just tell them, hey, you look beautiful because you really are beautiful. Just believe it. I try, of course, the angles, different poses that are gonna be helpful for them to achieve a good picture, because my whole goal is for you to love your images. It is part of the experience, and honestly, I consider myself like a cheerleader. It's not forced to me. I just go with the energy, and we can get coffee or a drink during the photo shoot, so you're gonna be at ease. So it's a combination. It's a lot of key parts playing a big role for you to stay and keep comfortable during the photo shoot.
You got to take that leap of faith. You got to take that step, and you can't see the whole staircase. You might not even be able to see the first step. And it sounds like throughout your life, transition to the United States, your marriage, motherhood, your business, you've had to take a lot of leaps of faith. Okay? And you're taking one here soon.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us what leap of faith you're going to be taking here.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I cannot contain the excitement. Okay. So the big news, the huge leap of faith is that I'm going to open finally my studio.
So exciting.
And it's going to be located in Thrive co-working space in Duluth, the one that they're just gonna open in next month, actually December. So it's gonna be located there. That space is gonna have my heart, like all over, because I just started looking for furniture. Of course, it's gonna be focused for branding clients and everything, just to have the space to serve them well. So it's going to have lots of beautiful natural light, which I love. It's going to be located in downtown Duluth, right across the street from the City Hall.
I can't wait to visit your studio. I know that you will certainly serve your clients exceptionally there because you serve them exceptionally everywhere else. You know, one thing that stands out to me about your work, maybe your artistry, is you have a unique style. And I will just say of editing because I don't know what the term is. But I think I shared with you, you know, if you were to put 5 photographs in front of me, all from different photographers, I believe that I could identify yours because I'm familiar with your style. And there's a lot of light in your style, and I love it. It's just so fresh and refreshing. It's like vibrant, you know, I can't explain it, but you showed me, I got a sneak peek for those of you listening. I got a sneak peek of her new studio, and the lighting is absolutely gorgeous. So I look forward to the great work you're going to be doing there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So on the horizon, you've been doing some moving and some shaking, my friend. So you are participating in something with some pretty noteworthy panelists that I saw on Instagram.
Yes.
Tell us what's going on.
Okay, that's another exciting news is that I'm going to be an author in a book. It's the Slaying Atlanta. So this book is about women who are slaying in this city and who are leaving a mark in their businesses and also in the community. So they have it's going to be 15 authors, and I'm going to be one of them, just sharing my story, the same way we did here, of course, with more details in that book. So it is good for...
So it's going to be published? People can purchase the book?
Yeah, anyone can be able to find it on Amazon after November 12th.
Well, you'll have to keep me posted. Yes. And we'll have to share that. And
oh my gosh.
Come back and tell me what that experience was like.
Yes.
So you're essentially co-authoring with some other impactful women. And it was called Slay in Atlanta?
Slaying Atlanta.
Slaying Atlanta. Yes. Moving and shaking. I love seeing your success. What other news do you have to share with us?
The grand opening is going to be in January. So, of course,
maybe we can do a pop-up podcast.
Oh, yes. That sounds fun. So January, I'll let you know the date soon. But that's another exciting news. The most important thing is that I'm going to keep growing and finding ways to serve my clients better each time.
You know what? I'm a fan for life. If anybody wants to connect with you or learn more about your services, how can they find you?
Okay, well, anyone can find me on Facebook, Instagram, even Pinterest, LinkedIn, and also my website, personal website, which is nathalytabaresphotography.com. And my Facebook and Instagram handles are nathalytabares.photography.